Hold on. I completely think I just did not have my mic on that entire time, so now I have to double check on my phone. Yep, there it is. There it is. My bad. Anywho, starting over. What's up, everyone? Yes, I know it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I'm never live on a Wednesday, but it's Wednesday, and I've had a lot of things going on that I just conflicting scheduling things was happening, and then I was not here on Friday because I was just like not. Let me just turn the music off. I was just like not. Stop playing. I was not feeling good at all. Like I was not feeling good at all, and I was like so ready. I had like so many things to like talk about that I'm gonna try and like quickly run through today, but I feel like they're like so irrelevant since it was like when I was preparing on I guess Wednesday for Friday's stream. So this was well over most of this is about a week old and stuff like that. And then I haven't kept up with anything as of recent, mostly because I've been very busy with my own personal life that I just didn't get the scheduling right. And then on top of that, I'm just gonna go straight right into to this, I guess. And then like within the streaming schedule, I'm live Tuesdays and Fridays, which I feel like is very conflicting because Fridays and Saturdays are always days that are like I never know what's gonna happen, but I always know like it's just a hard whatever. So I'm kind of considering moving around days. Not too sure yet, but Fridays a definite like no go from now on. Like Friday is a definite no go from now on, but then it conflicts with next week because next week Thursday is Thanksgiving, and I was thinking Thursday, but next week is Thanksgiving, and I just don't know. And I probably might just do one day next week as well, and then come back on in December, and then just try and figure something out from there. Or not in December, but like after Thanksgiving, and then figure something out there. It's a hot mess. It's really a hot mess. But here we are. I wish I could have been here on Friday. I wasn't here on Friday, unfortunately. And this is where we are. A lot has happened and I don't know. I didn't have enough time. And this is where we're at. I'm not gonna be on here for too long either. Mostly because like I need to get in and get out. And then you probably won't see me again until if I'm looking at a calendar right. And pull up my phone. What's today? Yeah, probably till like Tuesday. Most likely Tuesday next week, and then that would be it. And then so you probably might only see me like once a week, maybe, and that's like a hard maybe until after Thanksgiving. So you win some, you lose some. Fortunately, I was not going to be here, or I was not here on Friday. So, and then yesterday was just not. It was just a lot. I'm planning my birthday party, or I'm having a birthday party, and like I can't think of anything else, and I couldn't think of anything else that I couldn't focus after the fact to like have something prepared. So you know what I mean. So we're just gonna quickly go through a couple things here. Like I said, it's not gonna be a long one, which is like might be a little bit of a lackluster day, but we are here nonetheless with a couple of things to talk about, just to like get myself caught up with everything, because I would save like articles and stuff like that and things that are like happening, and then I just never read into it more because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna talk about it on stream and whatever, and didn't do that. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like confused because it's Wednesday, which makes no sense. I don't know. A lot is going on. You know what? Oh, irrelevant. I'm gonna add it to my notes and we'll do it on the next stream. But I gotta add something that I wanna like get an update on because I feel like we haven't gotten an update on. Okay, so that is noted. I'm just gonna get right into it because there's nothing I can't. I don't know. I don't know. I've been trying this little hairstyle here where I got my hair down to the side, but I just feel like in my ponytail. Look at this ponytail. Look at all that length. I'm trying the side part thing, but it just feels like tonight won't be the night that I will fall for you, and I don't like it. So I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. But what can I do? Not much. This is gonna be an awful. I'm telling you right now, this is gonna be the most worst stream ever. It's gonna be one of the worst ones, and I'm okay with that. I'm completely okay with that, and I hope nobody watches it. I'm just fulfilling my obligations that I've made within myself to be here at least once this week. Um, Jumping right into it, let's just start with it real quick. This happened about 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I was also like not on the internet, and I missed a lot of things just because like I couldn't be bothered with the internet, and now time makes no sense to me. But this was posted yesterday night, so I think this happened yesterday night. Blueface. Let's get right into it. Blueface was arrested for attempted murder, according to TMZ. There is a video. I hate, yeah, actually, we'll see, because I hate TMZ takes a lot of processing power. Not TMZ, just articles in general take a lot of processing power for my computer, and it's annoying. I have that same picture of Kanye saved for my thumbnails. Hilarious. Okay, so TMZ has been arrested for attempted murder. I think today the judge came out and gave him I don't know what the proper term is, but he has or was giving $50,000 bail or something. Like that's how much he has to post for bail or whatever. That's what his bail bond is, or I don't know what the correct term is, but $50,000 for bail. Also, again, this all just happened, and I'm trying to wrap my head around it because I care and I don't care about this person only because the whole thing with him and like Christian Rock, that whole toxic relationship. My like leg was bitten by a mosquito, and that's why I keep itching. I don't really care for this particular individual, but their life in a way is content, if that makes any sense, and they put it out into the world, and they can't be upset that we're using it as content. So again, I could literally care less for this guy. I really couldn't. But the same thing with like Kanye. It's like an every week thing where it's mandatory once a month, but it's like a constant thing that like they're forced into my lives and I have to talk about them. But where is it? I'm not gonna show you the video just because I don't know if that's a appropriate like TOS kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna not do that. But we're just gonna read through what TMZ has made or the article about it right quick. It says in the footage, this footage right here that we're not gonna watch, you see Blueface and his girlfriend sitting on a bench. Where is that her over here? The shoes? Hold on. Let me just see if I can. I want. I want to just watch it right quick. Sorry, it's on TMZ, or I'm sure that you can find it anywhere out there. God, TMZ needs to stop.
It's out here, bruh.
Okay, so it's literally him and the girl Christian. I'm assuming sitting on a bench, and then some random guy wearing like normal people clothes, just like a not a random guy. We're gonna read through it. I'm pretty sure it's like a undercover cops, but he was just in regular plain like civilian clothes or whatever. Um, the sweater like went and grabbed him, and then all of a sudden, a couple more people, which I'm assuming are also undercover officers, came and swooped in regular clothing as well and apprehended him. Let's read. So it says, so yeah, this is what I just said right now, that the court confirms they have set his bail at $50,000, and he is set to appear in court on January 24th. I think saying exactly what I said. They grabbed him and threw him against the wall. He was arrested for attempted murder. The rapper was taken and handcuffed outside of Lolo's Chicken and Waffles in Vegas in what appears to be an undercover operation. Eyewitness told us 6 to 8 officers were in on the arrest, parked in unmarked cars. As you see in our clip, they piled. I just wonder who. I mean, oh, how did I crack my neck? I wonder who like told them that they were there. You know what I mean? Just because, like, I wonder how these things go where, like, people are undercover. Like, did they know that he was going to be there? Were they tracking him in a certain way? Like, then someone, like, say, like, hey, he's here. Like, how undercover is it? You know what I mean? Like, anyways. Yeah, so Krishan was also there. She looked confused as everyone else. Cops on scene said they were executing an open warrant for his arrest. TMZ obtained legal docs connected to the warrant, and charges are serious felony attempted murder with the use of a deadly firearm or tear gas. I love how are they or you know what I mean? I don't know how the legal system works in that sense, but what is this? When was this posted? When was this posted? It's one of his Instagram posts that says, God forbid I get locked up for 2 months. That God forbid better days too. Better what? Is this a song? I'm confused. Oh, this is for a music video. Huh, did he predict? It's not funny, but did he predict his own demise? He's facing an additional charge of discharging a gun into a house, building, vehicle, or craft. The incident got Blueface arrested on October 8th. Huh? That's it? I guess that's it. Um, this right here, which I'm not gonna show, is the alleged when it happened where he literally was like leaving a house or something, and then we just kind of walked away out of screen for a second, and then a truck pulls up, and then they say that he, I guess, pulled his gun out and then started shooting. But like, I don't know, bro, the fact that people can watch security footage and then like make out things, like it takes takes a lot of skill, because I'm blind, and even with glasses I'm just like, what am I looking at? You know what I mean? So that happened. um Obviously there's going to be a gajillion memes about Krishan, about her visiting him in jail and yada yada yada. I think yesterday she went on. It was either the yesterday or today. I can't remember. I think it was yesterday. Went on to say that she was gonna bail him out or something. I didn't watch. Again, I don't care. I don't care for these people, but it's just, you know what I mean. It's like in my timeline, no matter where I go, because I follow certain accounts, to get like updates on pop culture events and stuff like that, and I'm being force fed them to me. So apparently, she said that she was gonna bail him out of jail. $50,000 shouldn't be, in my opinion, that much to post bail, and most of the or to post or to pay, and most of the time, I think it's like half of it, or is it half of it that they have to like put up as like a something to that nature. So in reality, I think it's probably like 25,000, which I don't think it's gonna be that difficult for him to get. So I'm sure he'll be out in no time. Um, yeah, that is what happened. Oh my god! And earlier today, which is not, I was not gonna talk about this, but I hate when Twitter brings up things when I refresh, and then I'm off course. I was watching. I don't know if anybody knows, but there's been a trial going on in Wisconsin. I probably lightly touched on it a couple streams ago, but then I never really went into it because I was just like, I don't know, I don't know. But it's basically a guy who was just now convicted of the crimes. A guy drove his like I can't. Is it a van or not a truck? Because when I think trucks, I think of like pickup trucks. But he drove his like van or SUV. He drove his SUV through a Christmas parade, killing 6 people and injuring like a 60 plus or something like that, which was awful. And then I haven't been watching the entirety of it. I kind of like picked up at a point where like I think it was probably like the second weekend, maybe secondish and a half weekend. I was watching it. He was representing himself. That's when I kind of picked up, and it was just a hot mess all around. And I was watching the sentencing that happened today, because yesterday it was like closing statements and all the victims got to make their statements and stuff like that. Ah, a hot mess. I'm not one to cry. But like I watched, not had to, but I watched the entire thing, and I was bawling my eyes out while I was at work, just watching and listening to all the victims, and even like kids who were like 9 years old, just like cry and like read their statements of how like what they went through and stuff like that. Like people had broken backs, broken bones, and a whole lot of awful things, and then people also died. But he was convicted today, and I was watching that all day. And before we got to the sentencing part and the conviction part, the victims have are able to make statements before he's sentenced, and then his family and friends or whoever is also able to make statements on his behalf. And then the court also has the right to say things, or the other way around. I mixed up the order. Not the court, but the prosecution. And then he can also make his sentencing statement, like asking for mercy and asking for forgiveness and stuff like that, which he did not do. And boy, oh boy, he was, when I tell you, this man is trying to avoid going to jail or prison, even though he knows he's going to jail. The amount of blabbering a person can do is amazing. He sat up there for about 2 hours, it feels like, just giving what's felt like more uncoherent than Jordan Peterson. I feel like when he goes off on his rambles, man, he rambled for 2 hours and he never said sorry and never apologized, and it just drove me insane. Like real quick, like I can just show you. This is the man. He's been convicted of like 76 some or 78, 76. I can't remember charges, and then he was sentenced to like 712 like years without the possibility of parole, which is like damn, like nah, son, like you done. Let's see.
It's not easy to wake up every day and try to figure out how to stay grounded. It's not easy.
It was just like he was like me, and my life, and this happened to me, and it was just awful. And the fact that he tried to make it seem like if it was God's will, then I'm not gonna question God's will. And then at the end, the judge was just like, nah, God was not driving that car. You were sure. But yeah, that's a little, but whatever. Whatever. That happened. Quick little tangent there, but we're gonna move on from there. Um, right quick. What else is next? I'm thirsty already. Can you believe that? Johnny Depp. Um, I know he's not in my document to talk about, but I'm just gonna pull. We're just gonna talk about him right quick. Johnny Depp. I saw the little snippet from him or of him on. I didn't watch the Fenty show, but yeah, just I don't know where to find it, and I'm sure I just have to log on to my Amazon, maybe, or something, and find it. I don't know. I just felt like if it's too difficult to go and look for it, I really don't want to. Like if it's Netflix, I like Netflix. You know what I mean? If it's a freaking Peacock or something, or Disney Plus, like it's a Disney Plus thing. I have to go. I, um, I don't know. I don't know. It just didn't happen. Um, but he was on. He did Rihanna's little Fenty show, and we saw it, or I saw it. The little clip of his part, and I was like, oh, would you look at that? It was kind of good. It was nice. It was just him. I don't think that there's going to be. Uh, I'm looking right now just to see right quick. I don't think that they're gonna like put the video out there because it was on the whole Prime thing. But I'm just gonna try and quickly, just look, because sometimes the internet will post things, especially Twitter. They're like F it, so we'll see. Um, and then Twitter, as usual, was losing their mind, talking about how are you going to let this man or give this man? How is Rihanna going to give this man a platform after what he's done, and yada 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 and yada yada yada? And I'm just like, sir, what? Sir, what? they're like, we literally watched the court convict him of whatever and such and such. And I was like, the court did not convict him of shit. And the court sure as hell did convict Amber Heard for her actions and what she's done. But the one count that was attributed to Johnny Depp wasn't even words that came out of Johnny Depp's mouth, which I'm sure is going to go up on appeal, and it's gonna get resolved in the way that it needs to get resolved. But even then, the one count that he was convicted of guilty, and I do this because it's words that his lawyer at the time said about a person, which is like it's like I hire somebody tomorrow doesn't mean that if that person gets mad and then talks about someone bad that I know, all of a sudden I'm responsible for their actions, sort of thing. But I'm sure I've been following that case too ever since it like happened to like see like what was gonna happen. But Amber was convicted of all of her counts, on all of her things that she was accused of. She was convicted on all of them. So she needs to sit down and all, and like I understand, the need to give her support, but like you can't be tearing the man down. Like it is not whatever. But this was his little show. Rihanna, Riri, Fenty. I'm not playing any music or anything. I'm just trying to show the video. So please don't. You know what I mean? A little snippet here and there, but here he is. You know, in his Jack Sparrow looking self walking down. I was like, that's pretty nice, pretty cool. I appreciate it. They didn't overdo it or anything. I kind of like it. It's nice. He's getting his funk back. I feel like he's getting his little funk back because I just feel like I feel so bad. You know, I feel so bad. And sometimes you can just look at his face and I feel like all of the shit that was happening was just draining the life out of him. That like it just added on. So it's just his physical appearance, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? The things that stress does to a person's body is ridiculous, redonkulous. But that's about it. Moving on, real quick. I'm telling you, I'm blasting through these things because I really have to go. So I apologize if there's like, I'm just like meh right now. You know what I mean? But like when I come back, I'm gonna be like meh, 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 meh. But right now, I'm just like meh, trying to get through things. So a little pop in and a little pop out. Real quick on we're gonna do Kanye corner because we always do Kanye corner over here. An ex Yeezy employee says, and these are old news, but we're just gonna go through them right quick. An ex Yeezy employee says that they were fired after Kanye West asked them what music he should play and was caught off guard and fumbling for an answer. The employee suggested that they suggested Drake, and then they were allegedly fired the next day. Do I believe it 110%? I do. I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it past Kanye to act like this. I wouldn't. It just smells like something Kanye would do. And then there's a Rolling Stone article attached to it. We're gonna see real quick if there's anything of substance besides what we already know. And then if not, if one is losing my mind, and then if not, we're gonna move on to the more Kanye things. Okay. Let's see. Yep, and it's paywalled, so now I can't even look at it. Crap. That's what I get for touching the screen. Pretty much that's one thing. And then another thing is that Kanye continues to take more L's after L's after L's. That now Rolling Stone, I hate you. Any article, any place, any newspaper that writes, any article, any newspaper, any media site that has your information behind a paywall, F you. I'm not giving you $1.25 a month or a year. It's not gonna happen. It's not happening. I'm not gonna do it. But continuing on with our Kanye corner, Kanye has faced L's after L's after L's, and it kept coming. I don't think as of right now, I don't think. No, as of right now, as I speak today, right now, there hasn't since like Sunday, since like maybe even Friday. No, I'm lying. Since maybe Saturday. Since maybe Saturday, nothing has popped off with Kanye, which you know what? I'm going to applaud him. Good job for him. Good job. I'm sure he might let this week go by and then we'll see what happens next after that. But it's been a little quiet. I'm surprised. But Adidas will continue to sell and profit from Kanye West Yeezy designs under a different name and cutting ties with him. I mean, you do you, boo boo. I don't know who's really buying Adidas now. I'm not gonna lie, I probably might if the designs look good. Um, whether it was attached to Kanye's name or not, I probably will never buy them. But if they ever got to the point where they were like cheap and affordable, then maybe. But even then, now even though it doesn't have his name on it, it's just not. You know what I mean? Like it is just. I'm sure they're gonna be not cheap. I'm sure that they're gonna have the same ugly designs. I mean, if they're gonna use it, if we're talking Kanye and Kanye's designs because they're keeping his designs. If we're talking about him or them using his designs, I can only imagine with what he's put out so far, what they're gonna look like. I imagine that I'm not gonna like any of them, so they really shouldn't count on my dollars, which I don't think that they would. Um, that's that. What else is there? Man, I hate I hate Twitter. Twitter's such a cesspool that I look at one thing on the screen and then I keep scrolling looking for like, oh my god, what's next? What's out there? What else is out there? Speaking of Twitter, we're just gonna move that to the top and get rid of this too. I'm just going quick with it, quick with it, quick with it. Um, so Twitter rolled out the $8 to get verified, and then it just completely turned into a cesspool, as I said. Because now, like I said before in my previous streams, is that people are just going to see that you literally paid for the stupid thing and they're going to laugh in your face as people have been being laughed at for since the whole thing started rolling out. Because number one, when you click someone's blue check mark, you can either one tell that it was like a normal verified account. They were verified because people know who they are. There are no, like it says here, this account is a verified because it is notable in government, news, entertainment, or another designated category. And then there's this where it's just like, we know that you paid $8 to be subscribed to Twitter Blue and you are not relevant. So it really didn't fix anything at all, to be frank. Um, and then now they started rolling it out and then they took it back and then I guess it's back on again. But now they have like a second check mark. Who do I look for? Um I know this one has it for sure. So you can see what I mean. Like there's this check mark and then there's official check mark. So it's just like you're still not special. You're still back at the same spot. What is this? You're still back at the same spot you started with um without having the blue check mark. The H3 podcast sometimes. Like I have Twitter sometimes. So yeah, they wrote that out and honestly for nothing. We're back at square one where the blue check mark that you paid for still doesn't matter. I'm sure as hell not gonna buy it. But now, number one, now people know. People can check to see if you paid for it or not. So people can know, like, oh, you just wanted to be irrelevant when you're not relevant. And so people can just make fun of you with it now. Two, it's just like now it's creating more chaos than there was to begin with at most because what Elon said was that he was using the $8 to try and prevent bot accounts or fake accounts. But literally, what it ended up doing is just adding to more bot and fake accounts and people changing their names and stuff like that. And it literally happened with like a mayor or something where someone created an account, made his name look like the mayor's name on his Twitter account, and tweeted something ridiculously stupid. And then it's just like, you didn't solve the problem. You probably just made the problem worse. So that happened. Yeah, these are just some of the memes that I thought were hilarious. It's like people like you paid for Twitter. Like people can tell that you paid for Twitter. Um This was also another good one. I liked it. This is also another good one. What else is there? They're the dogging on Pop Crave. With Pop Crave, I get my news sometimes every now and then from them as well. And I see now that I guess that they paid for theirs, which is hilarious. Oops. I'd never buy one. It's a waste of time. And I don't I, like again. I hardly know how to use Twitter, so it's not affecting me in any way. But that is what happened. I like sat on my thoughts about this whole thing with Twitter that I just like don't care anymore. You know what I mean? Like I have nothing left to give. That is just like, yep, that's what it is. Twitter's dumpster fire now, and we're moving on. Um, real quick, I know this was the quickest stream ever in the world. It's probably gonna be like 35 minutes, but it's in the title. Got to get to it quick. Um, actually, we'll do this first. We were supposed to watch Shane Dawson's part 2 video to what you call it to with him and Jeffree Star. We were supposed to watch part 2 on live stream. I tried to watch it. It wasn't that it was during election night, so we weren't getting there. We weren't getting the substance that we needed. So then I watched it afterwards. I watched it on my own, and I watched it. And it was exactly the same as the first one. No substance, a whole lot of fillers that I just didn't need. And I'm watching currently the third one now because it just dropped on Tuesday, and I'm watching it, or yesterday, and I'm watching it now. Or I was watching it. I watched it for like 5 minutes, and then I stopped watching it because I had to get on here. But I watched like 5 minutes of his episode yesterday, and then I watched part 2 after the stream on Tuesday, and I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed at all. I'm bored actually. Hopefully part 3, the finale, changes my mind, but it's going along the lines of like, this is an ad. But I haven't seen him officially like state anything on the internet that there's gonna be like a third, not a third, but like a second palette that they're gonna come out with. I just don't know. But I'm basically in the part 2, they were just gesturing towards like him or Jeffree Star quitting YouTube, which was just like, I mean, I don't know who really cared in a sense. I mean, like I understand, I feel bad because a lot of things happen, but like sometimes you just grow out of things and then you just move on. Like life happens. You fulfill your dreams and you do things on YouTube, and then unfortunately, you're just not as relevant anymore in that space, and then you have to move on. So that's pretty much the premise of the entire series, which I feel like we already knew that. Like we knew that without needing a 3-part series, if that makes any sense. But I'm going to finish part 3, and I'm going to give you my thoughts about it. And I'm going to, in my heart, I feel, I know, but I feel that it's going to be a whole lot of more fillers, a whole lot more of just like, this is what my life is now. And I feel like Jeffrey could have done a video on that, like on his own. Like I feel like he's already done that. That I feel like we're just regurgitating the same thing, and that's not to just talk bad about him or tear him down, but I just feel like we're past that. Like I get it, but okay. And what's gonna happen with the palette? Are you gonna sell it? Like if you sell it, I mean, like whatever, but hopefully it's cheaper, and then I might actually buy it, but I probably won't because I don't do makeup that often. I don't know. It's just hard. It's like watching in real time YouTubers that I used to watch all the time, growing up. And I say growing up, like, throughout the years. And then it's just like watching them get older at the same time and having to like pivot and move on to something else. You know what I mean? Like Shane and Ryland, instead of like doing what they normally, I mean, they still do it to a certain extent, but like now they're moving on to what I feel like is going to turn into like family vlogs and um, like family oriented kind of, maybe, I don't know, vlogs. Like we're just pivoting in a way into like people's like lives or new chapters in their lives. So I just feel like, I don't know, I'm not there yet with that one, if that makes any sense. In the terms of like, if you know, like Alicia Marie, and Remy Ashton, like the vlog aspect of it all. It's just like right now I could still probably watch it, but when they get to the point where they start having kids and getting married and all that stuff, I feel like it's just like it's a hard pivot from like life that we've known them to have. You know what I mean? So it's like hard to like keep up and adjust. You know what I mean? I feel like Jeffrey's gotten to the point where he's like, I'm too old to be in this drama stuff. And drama, I'm not gonna sit here and lie, drama was part of his image, whether if it was good or bad, but it helped him a lot. And now he's moving past that and he's like, you know what, I really couldn't give a fuck anymore, and I really couldn't give a fuck to entertain it anymore in order to like, have fun. So kudos to him, but I'm pretty sure, I mean, they had to make a video out of something, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a whole lot of, again, ugh, piece of dust flew in my face. It's gonna be a whole lot of more of like filler stuff, which I mean, what can you do? But that's that. I just wanted to quickly mention that. So we'll be back on when I come back. We'll talk about it briefly. But yeah, part three. Moving on though to the last thing here, right quick, and then I gotta bounce. Is Jake Paul and Andrew Tate. Now this isn't going to be a very long thing, but I kind of would like to see it. Not gonna lie, I would actually kind of like to see it. Of course, I'm sure it's gonna be behind a paywall, and I'm going to have to pay for it, which I would never do. But I'm sure a highlight or two will appear somewhere on the internet, and I'm going to watch it. But right quick, my dog is barking. Can you not? I don't know if you saw that, but this is how they announced it. Wait a second, we gotta watch this in slow motion. Oh, he took his glasses off. That's what it was. I'm gonna analyze like every piece of this video because we just have to. The man's shoes is something else. I have no idea who this man is, but his forehead is shiny as heck. I mean, mine is right now, but still, I'm just pointing out the obvious. He has what looks like rubber bands here and an Apple Watch. I don't like his jeans. The jeans with this on it, these drawstrings with like these jean type material pants. It's just like, but why though? And then the shirt, I mean, I guess we're not here to criticize you, but you're just in the line of fire. They're like, you know what I mean? Oh, what I did notice out the corner of my eyes is Andrew Tate's shoe. What are these church 11s that's going on? Apparently, he's Muslim now. He converted to what is it called? Is it Islam? Oh, my dog's getting comfortable in his bed. He converted to Islam, if I'm not mistaken. He's a Muslim now. I think Islam. Yes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he converted now, and all of a sudden he thinks that he's a changed man. He went back on Piers Morgan trying to do I don't know what the fuck, but he went back on there to do I don't know what the fuck. And it's been a hot mess. Should I do an update on Andrew Tate? Maybe. Maybe. I'll put that on the note on my notes here and see if I want to do an update on Andrew Tate because Andrew Tate has been making his rounds as a changed man. And I don't know. I really I don't know, but I'm not gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna do it. You can't spew hate for I don't know how long, and then all of a sudden you convert to Islam and you're a changed man. Police. It's like when people do heinous crimes, and then the moment that they get convicted, they're just like, oh, excuse me. They're just like, oh, um, like I'm a changed man. Well, I'm a man of God now. I've repented and I'm a reborn Christian. And it's just like, you can't just do that when you get in trouble, sir. You can't just do that when you get canceled, sir. That's just not going to happen. People are just not going to forget what you just did because all of a sudden you wanted to convert and or not convert. Well, in his case, convert, but not because you repented in your own ways, and you're a reborn Christian. It's like, bro, get your act together. But anyways, his shoes is what he's wearing right now. That's how we got there. Um, his burgundy purple Jesus shoes. Um, what is this tattoo here? Someone had to sit there and draw all around the man's nipple. What is that actually? This looks like part of a snake, but does it continue here? I don't know. The man, okay, so this is Jake Paul. He's wearing an earring, I guess. He has I don't, okay, well, more snakes here. A smiley face that looks like maybe a bee and a butterfly and what looks like a cat here. Doing the normal. He got a little chub right here. A little tummy tum. Um, Same thing. Like, what's up with this guy's like? What's up with his nipples? I mean, Jesus Christ, so pointy too. Is it cold in there? I can imagine. And then he is looking at his forehead. Did not make eye contact because if not, he'd laugh because I would too. And he is what looks like he's looking at him. Look at his forehead, which I mean, I guess. He's not looking at him. You can see it. He's not looking at him. He's looking straight past him. What is up with this? Who is this guy? He looks like he's looking at him. I don't. Maybe he has a lazy eye and I can't tell, but he doesn't look like he's looking at him. Oh, is that another tattoo right here on the base of his eyebrow? What is going on? I just gotta replay it. Like, sir, what are you gonna do with this dance here? Like, all of this is for show and for play, but like, this just drives me. Like, it's hilarious to me. I would never be able to do that. I'd laugh so hard. It's just like, please, ladies, like, what is this? Pants and these jeans and a belt. I just can't get rid of. I can't get over the looks. They look like they got the same watch on. Irrelevant, but still. Is he trying to make himself taller? Is Jake Paul posturing himself to make him look taller? It's like, no, you can't stand on your tippy toes, sir. He did. He kind of raised his chest up a little bit to be like, "What's up? What's up?" Anyways, I just found that video very interesting. There's another video with I love the memes because they do look like they're kissing each other. It's hilarious. Scum art. Look at this. I mean, it captures them perfectly. The earring and everything, pretty much, kissing the nipples, all of it. I love it. These videos of like or the clips that start coming out when like people are gonna fight and then they do that whole like initial like looking at each other before the match or whatever or like announcing that they're gonna fight. I think it's the most hilarious thing because they act like they're gonna. I don't know. I think it's just funny. If that makes any sense. I'm trying to find. There was another person who's gonna fight. Um, I think it's Speed and KSI, and their video. It got me too. Same thing with the guy sitting in between them. It made me laugh so hard. And I rewatched it so many times and I'm just like, what is my life? What is this? What am I doing? Why am I watching this nonsense? And again, another fight that I probably would like to see because I'll sit here and I'll be honest. I don't like this person I'm about to show on screen just off the pure fact of like the couple clips that I've seen of him, and I know that's a bad thing to just judge people that you don't know, but I can just see it, I can feel it every time I look at him. I'm just like, you just bring bad news, and that's Speed, or his name is like I Show Speed or something on YouTube. I can't remember. And then the other guy, KSI. I'm indifferent. I think he's alright. He hasn't done anything that I'm like inherently like, oh my god. But like the other guy is KSI, but he's cool. He's alright. Um, Here is their video announcement of them fighting. I think they said January 20. Oh, what just happened? January 21st is their fight. What just happened? All right, here's the clip. We're gonna analyze it just like we did the other one because I could not. So here's this guy who doesn't need to even just be standing there. I kid you not. You couldn't tell me that these guys weren't just like chilling with each other a second ago before all of this just started. You know what I mean? They're all just chilling with each other. I feel like in a room, just like chilling and relaxing. And then like who? How do they pick the guy that's gonna be the guy who's gonna just stand there and like separate them? You know what I mean? Like who picks that job? And how do you get that job? You know, how do you sign up for that job? Because I feel like we'll never see this man again. Who is this man? What's his name? What does he do? What's his life about? I appreciate his joggers because his are actually joggers. They're not jean material with the jogger laces hanging out. He's got a pretty much tamed outfit, nothing to really say except for like, you know, the stance and like what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like what are we actually doing here? But here's the video. This is Speed and this is KSI. Is it KSI? It is KSI. I feel like I keep, yeah, it is KSI. What's wrong with me? There was no need for any of this. Wait, hold him back, kind of um, um, like behavior, but like still, he gives me like I'm watching One Piece right now, and he gives me like Black Luffy, if that makes any sense, but like not in a good way, because I like Luffy, I really do. He's just giving me like a okay, bro, like a I was gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh, like a Goku infused with Luffy, but like not good character. You know what I mean? Like not fighting for good. He just get I don't know. He just gives me bad vibes. But whatever. I can whatever. And then that's KSI. I'm wearing a bandana. Is he receding? Is he going bald? I don't know. Can't say. He though looks a lot more jacked than he does. But from what I've learned from little talks here and there, is that that sometimes doesn't necessarily matter. People will build up. Look at me talking about Look at me talking about boxing and fights as if I know shit. But apparently, it's like you can do everything. You can build up muscle all you want, but you that's not going to help you in any way. You think that building muscle is going to give you the power to like hit somebody and then you're going to win. It's not about that. It's about um coordination. It's about like agility and like being able to like maintain stamina and just like overall like skill to like, you know, number one, not get punched in the face and then at the same time try and punch him, if that makes any sense. Just being strong doesn't qualify you as a good boxer slash MMA fighter or whatever kind of fighting it may be. So yeah, let me lady explain it to you. So here's a video. Here's a video. Number one, how? Because in the other one with Jake Paul and Andrew Tate, the guy in the middle didn't really have much to like react to. They just kind of looked at each other for like 5 seconds, and then it was over. They had a whole theatrical scene that he literally growled like a dog, maybe, and he had no reaction. I would have laughed my ass off. Look at. All right, guys, relax. And then he looks straight up at him. He looks down. He does a little sniff thing. He's got a little hunch here, but whatever. Him too. I guess that's how. Is that how humans look? My man needs a haircut. Maybe that's what it is. All right, look at him staring at. There's no need for this behavior. So he starts it, and he tries to make him flinch. He does nothing but just maintains eye contact with this guy, and I just like, bro, it creeps me out a little bit. It really does just creep me out. This right here, actually, Luffy. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to get I know what I'm looking for, but I just need it. Um I need a full body moment. He gives me like such Luffy vibes. But not in the sense of like Luffy, but just like um just the way that he looks. Not Luffy's personality, but the way that he just looks with his hair and then like his like the way his neck is postured. It doesn't make sense. I know I'm explaining it in a way where it doesn't make any sense, but if you would just look for a second, for a quick second, you know what I mean? Doesn't he look like Luffy there for a second. I'm trying to find a good angle where it makes sense. Um Oh my god, I'm not finding it. I can't wait to get back on One Piece. I just finished this guy Pia. Um Maybe this, but not really. I just finished the Skypia part of the whatchamacallit, of the season videos, episodes, whatever. And it was pretty good. It bro, that entire like episode, not episode, but I guess season or whatever, or that entire like scene of them being up in the sky dealing with that sort of like war in a sense that was happening, and everybody just getting beat the fuck up and taken the fuck out like on Luffy's team and then other people. I was just like, bro, what is going on? Like they took Chopper down. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched it there, yeah. But they had Chopper down for a good solid minute, and I was just like, bro, what? It was oof. Oof. Um, it doesn't have what I'm looking for, but I feel like you get the gist of what I was saying. Maybe not. I can't find what I'm looking for. And if I try to demonstrate what I'm looking for, you're only going to laugh at me. So we're just not going to do that. So let's get back to analyzing the video. Again, who are you? Or maybe I'm thinking of a different character. What is this? Like, what was that? Like, what? And look at look at my guy up here with no reaction to this ridiculousness that's happening here. Not here, but here. I think he stares at him the entire time this happens, which is like, let's see. Yeah, he kept his whole like he was concerned more with him than with him, which is really interesting. I mean, I would do just because I mean, look at him. But like, look at him react. Look at the reaction. We already know what he does. Look at his reaction to this. Nothing. Nothing. I'd be laughing my ass off. And then KSI's reaction after all that. So he does that, and then look at his face like, what the fuck? Look at, wait. He's like, wait, what? Is this a smile he's trying to crack? And then he opens his eyes wide and he's like, did that just fucking happen? Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Oh boy, that was hilarious. And then that's how I came across this video of Jake Paul fighting Andrew Tate, which again, I would not be mad. I kind of would like to see it. I'd rather watch them two than the other two. But that is that. That is that with that. See, is there anything else? I think that pretty much concludes all the things that I quickly just briefly wanted to talk about. Stream was a little bit lackluster, not so much substance happened, but what can we do? Pretty much. So here's what's gonna happen. Excuse me. Oof, I had a burp. There will be no live on Friday because I will be planning for my party that will be partaking on Saturday. Then the week following, I hope to, I intend to, but it may not happen. It'll be a tentative scheduling, but I might go live. I won't say a date. like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever. But within that week, maybe once, but I'm not holding a lot of weight to that because it is a Thanksgiving weekend and I'm also taking a break, from my birthday and such. And then the week after that, I should be back on normal schedule, but it falls in line with other family members having birthdays or my sister having a birthday. And actually, yeah, it's just my sister because it's a lot. Anyways, with another person having a birthday, which is just, I'm trying to clear my week to, like, you know what I mean? But like, definitely the week of, like, when December starts, like, I think it's maybe like the 4th or something, where we're like in December, then we'll get back on schedule and then we'll do the same thing accordingly to the December holidays. But that's what's gonna happen. I may or may not be here next week. I certainly will not be here this Friday. Unfortunately, it's just not gonna happen. But I will try and pick up as soon as the holidays things pass over, moreover, and we'll go on, or we'll get through it from there. I don't have much to say after that. I mean, I was planning, I'm not even gonna give that any hope or give that any weight, but um thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a little bummer of a thing, but try to just let you guys know that I was okay. I'm here chilling, and we'll be seeing more of me soon. I'm not done yet. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Hopefully very soon.